So our refrigerator saga continues. If you guys remember me telling you that I got blessed with this fridge here for 30 bucks off Marketplace, and it worked awesome. It's worked for 2 months. Fridge, freezer, awesome. 30 bucks. The guy was moving that night, and whoever could come get it could get it for 30 bucks. So I was like, oh, what a blessing. So then I'm like, oh, I have this space now. I could start once a month grocery shopping. So if you can believe, the day I do my grocery shopping, the fridge goes out. So the fridge portion no longer works. The freezer still does. So I'm like, okay, well, at least we have that. We're not going to lose our food. I was able to move the refrigerated foods over to the fridge that we had because we were low on groceries. But then I went to the store because I found another fridge on Marketplace, 100 bucks. This one right here, the guy's like, yeah, works perfect. I'm like, okay, are you sure? Because like, I really need this to be reliable. I have 9 kids. He's like, yeah, it works fine, no problem. So he leaves it plugged in. My husband goes and picks it up. It's working, it's running, the lights work, you know, he can hear the compressor, all of the whole business. So the guy helps him load it up, bring it home, we let it sit for a few hours, plug it in, starts right up, fridge is getting cold, you know, perfect. I get it all cleaned, bleach the whole thing out, and then it dies. Like the compressor doesn't even turn on. Literally 5 minutes after we had it plugged in for the first time, it died. So that's fun. I had, you know, $2,000 worth of groceries hanging out, like waiting to go into a fridge, and now we didn't have it. So thankfully, we were able to squeeze, and I mean squeeze, every bit of that food into the one little fridge freezer combo that we have over here. Excuse me. And my husband ordered the part right away. Thankfully, he knows like how to fix all of this stuff. So he ordered the part. It wound up being like a $10 part, and it's supposed to be here today. So fingers crossed, the part comes, he's able to get it installed, and it works. But I'm just like, man, we have no luck at all. And of course it happens like the day we get all of these groceries, you know, but it'll work out. It always does. I'm just hoping and praying that this part works and we can get this stuff moved over, because right now this fridge is so jam-packed I can't even see what we have. lot of people ask me about laundry. I think people assume because like I have 9 kids, I probably have some magical system, but I don't. The truth is laundry day is every day. So if we do not do laundry every day, it's going to create chaos for us. Now, are there times when I will go a few days without doing laundry? Yes, it does happen. Especially in this house, I've struggled with it more because I'm so used to having a laundry room on the main floor. So I'm like constantly passing by it in my day. And here it's in the basement level, so it's a nice area. I'm thankful to have it, but I don't see it because I rarely go down in the basement, and so that makes it a little trickier. So here there has been times where it's been like 3 or 4 days even. I'm like, oh, totally forgot about the laundry. Kids are starting to ask for stuff. Hey, we're out of towels, you know, whatever. So, but other than that, my system is very simple. I wash everything together. All colors, all fabrics, everything together. The only thing I separate is whites so that I can bleach them. We try to keep all of our linens and like our towels and stuff like that white so that all of those can be bleached together. But other than that, yeah, I do nothing special. So unless like if we have a sweater or something like that that might need special care, then that's different. But I'm talking like laundry in general. I just throw it all together and wash it, and I wash everything on cold except for my whites, which I wash on warms. So I just keep it very basic. And then my older 2 kids, my teenagers, they're responsible for their own laundry. My daughter, my oldest daughter, she usually is really good about helping me just keep the loads running because her bedroom is down there. So she will switch out loads, and then she just brings up, you know, what's dry to me so that I can fold it. I fold everybody under the teenagers. So my husband and I and the other 7 children, I fold all of ours. And then this is how I do it. I just lay it out on either like a table, bed, whatever, once it's folded. And if I have lots of laundry going, I will just keep this out until my last load is done. I keep piles, and I just do piles by each child. And then each child that's capable comes up and grabs their pile and goes and puts it away. And then the linens and stuff like that, I'll just grab a child and say, hey, I'll just grab a child and say, hey, I need you to put the towels away. I need you to put these away, you know, however it goes. Yeah, so I just keep it really simple. It works for us. We rarely have laundry other than, like I said, the days when I forget, but we rarely have laundry piling up. It just doesn't really happen here because it's something that I'm always trying to think about. And for me, I know some people will have like a laundry day and they just wait till 1 day a week and they do it all. For me, that's overwhelming. I could not do that. For one, the amount of laundry that we would accumulate in a week time, I'm not certain that I could get that done in a day unless I literally had nothing else to do. And I just don't have days like that. So for me, 1 or 2 loads a day just keeps it done and we don't have to worry about it. And it makes my life easier and less pile up and all of that. So maybe that'll help you guys in some way. Everything doesn't have to be super complicated. I know some people will tell you, you got to sort this and this and this and wash this on this temperature. Okay, I don't know. Maybe if you have super fancy clothes, you might need to do that. But we're just real life here. And this is how we can do it in a way that works for us. Our clothes are still well kept. We haven't had any issues. Yeah, so it works for us.
Judy bought me.
Grandma Judy bought it for you?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Can you spin? Woo! Can you sing your song? Let it go, let it go. You sing that for Mama? We'll sing it for your friends?
Say hi, friends.
Look, I'll turn it where you can see. You want to spin?
Let it go. Let it go.
Good job! You're a good singer. is my daughter Bella, in case anyone thought I actually didn't have a teenager. Can you say hi, Bella?
Hi.
So this is Bella, and she's a huge help to me. Right now she's making lunch, and she usually does help me with one meal a day. So her and my third child, Lincoln, who's 11, he really enjoys cooking. Most of my kids actually enjoy cooking, but there's certain ones that are better at it than other and more capable of doing that on their own. So Bella is definitely one of them. She's a huge help to me, and she usually is responsible for one meal a day. So what we got going today? Velveeta. This is a favorite of theirs, but something we don't get very often, so they look at it as like a treat. So thank you, Bella. Great news, the fridge is ice cold. Thank God. So my husband's on a call, he's busy right now, and I want to get this switched out. Luckily these are both on wheels, so I'm just gonna pull the one out, push the other one back in place, and start switching this stuff over from the freezer. I didn't think about my exit plan. Now I can't get back in, so I'm gonna bring it around, push the other one back in, and then I'll switch it out. So I thought I would kind of show you guys how I use the two fridges. So this is our main fridge that's in our kitchen, and I use this as like our working fridge. So this has like all the things that we're using on a and my son's what is it called, mocha frappe or whatever. But this is where we keep like all the stuff that is already opened and being used, where we keep our fresh berries, our clean veggies and stuff like that. If you guys didn't know too, asparagus, this is the best way to store asparagus. So it takes it from lasting like a few days in your fridge to honestly it could last like 2 weeks like this. So when you get it, just snap it off, see where it naturally snaps. I cut all the pieces at that same level, and then I just put a little bit of, this actually has a little bit of too much water in it, so I'll drain some of this, but it just needs to be like how you would treat flowers, like the stems, the bottom of the stems need to be in water, and it stores so nicely like that. And then I just have a suction lid on top. With celery, I fill that all the way up with water. I like to have that cleaned and ready to go. This is just what makes my life easier. If I have this stuff prepped and ready to go, I can easily grab. This is like our meat drawer where we have, you know, meat, our sausages and things like that we're working through. This section right here is usually where I will have stuff ready that I can use for a meal. So I'll have like some meat thawing here or some rice pre-made, something like that I can easily grab. This doesn't go here, that I can easily grab and make a meal, or if I'm not home, someone else can easily grab. So this is just where we keep our little cheeses that the kids can come grab. They're always allowed to have cheese or fruit because they don't abuse those, you know. Eggs, our egg drawers. I love this little thing off Amazon. It makes it so much nicer. This is where I cut up like our fresh broccoli. Our kids like to have like the smaller bites. So when we get it, I just go through, cut it all up. If there's any brown stuff, leaves, get all of that out. And then I cut it into the small bits and I store it like this. Again, because that way when I'm ready to cook, it's super easy and I can just pull the drawer out. I know all of it's been cared for. And this is where we always have grapes that the kids can snack on. This is our cheese drawer. So in here, same concept. This is where we keep cheese that is already opened and we're working through, like our raw cheddar, Parmesan, our mozzarella, sliced cheese. You get the gist. And in here is the veggies that I'm currently working on. So if we have like a cut pepper, or I'll keep a few if it's getting near its end date, like these need to be used up in the next day or two. I'll put them in here, and then I always check these drawers first. This is where we keep our milk that like the kids would use. I try to think of this as like a cooking fridge. We do keep like the kids' special drinks in here, and then only like cooking condiments in here. So that like anything like ketchup, all of that, I put in the other fridge, and I'll show you that. That way, if this is right by the stove, when I am preparing a meal, I can just come through here and I know that this is what I have. And then I will show you our other fridge over here. So this is our other freezer. This is the new one. So thankfully that's all working nicely. And then this is our second fridge, which is just right off the kitchen in this little room. And this is where, now this is not as full as it normally is after a shop, because knowing that our fridge was broken, I did not buy as much like milk and eggs and stuff like that. But this is where we would keep like condiments that we would need to pull out, extra creamers, orange juice, extras really of everything. And then over here I will keep like big things that don't fit nicely in our fridge, like our lettuce, our extra butter. This is normally full of eggs, but Costco wouldn't let me buy a lot this time. This is all extra cheese. If I'm thawing like a big piece of meat like I am right now, a pork butt, that's in here. Extra berries that I can use to refill the ones in the working fridge. And then usually this is full milk, but my kids didn't see the glass ones this morning, and so they opened up one of those. So that normally wouldn't be there. And then this is just all of our cheese that we use for our pizzas on Friday night. Hold on, Sissy, just a second. And then a whole bunch of peppers. So that is how I use these two fridges, and it works really well. Okay, what do you want?
A drink.
You want? I got you a drink. You want ice?
Don't.
You want some ice?
Is mine?
Yeah, for some ice.
Is this?
Yeah. You want me to put some ice in here for you, okay? What do you say? What do you say?
Big butter.
What do you say?
Big butter.
Hey, what do you say?
Thank you.
Can I have a kiss? I love you.
Love you.
So here I am just starting dinner for the night. I'm going to make our a family favorite for us. It's tater tot casserole. I grew up eating this. I know there's many variations of it now all over the internet, but this is how I grew up eating it. So I just start out by taking some tater tots. I usually just go ahead and throw those in the oven to start baking, since they take a while to get nice and crispy while I'm working on the rest of the dish. So I am browning up about 3 pounds of meat right here that I'm going to add to the dish. And then this is where that pre-cooked rice really comes in handy. There's so much you can do with pre-cooked rice, but I'm just putting that in a bowl, and then I'm adding a large family-sized can of the cream of chicken soup. Again, you could totally make your own of this. I wound up adding 1 large can and then 2 of the smaller cans. And then I'm just gonna mix all of this together. Now I just added that cooked hamburger meat to the rice and cream of chicken mix, and I'm just going to mix all of this up, put it in a casserole dish, add the tater tots that I'd been cooking, and continue to cook those at 425. I set the timer for 30 minutes because our family really does like them crispy. Once that's done, I added some shredded cheese to it, or my husband did, I should say, and then we put it back in the oven for just a little bit to melt the cheese and toast it all up. And here is the final product, and it was so delicious and so crispy and melty cheese. I just opened up a few cans of corn and we heated that up to serve with it for a vegetable. Some people do add vegetables to the casserole, but again, I didn't grow up eating it that way, and my kids would not like it like that. Served with a side of applesauce here for the kiddos, and everybody loved it.
Baby finger, where are you? Here I am, how do you?
Good job. You're a good singer. What do you need, buddy?
On a farmer had a pig.
E-I-E-I-O.
Yo.
And on his farm he had a what? Ducks?
Yeah.
E-I-E-I-O. Sing it.
Can you put this?
This little girl's in a singing mood today.
Had a
later.
pig.
After dinner.
E-I-E-I-O.
What does a pig say? With an oink oink here and an oink oink there. Is that what a piggy says? Does a piggy say oink oink?
When I had a pig, oink oink oink.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. If you like content like this, don't forget to hit that like button so I can make more videos for you. I hope you feel loved, I hope you feel worthy, and I hope you have a blessed day. Bye-bye.